Hi, I'm Kalia. Welcome back to my channel. So I just wanted to make a really quick video to address why I haven't posted and sort of a little update for me, and I thought maybe some people could relate to this. So yeah, my plan was to post a video every Tuesday at least. I've got my Las Vegas Diaries series, I've got interviews in the can for that, I've got other videos in the works. But when the protests hit and our country kind of started facing what we're facing now, I don't know about you guys, but I got really depressed. I'm not trying to overshare or make anyone uncomfortable, but I just thought that this is something that maybe other people are experiencing. But I've always been a really sensitive person. If you're spiritual, you might call it being an empath. I am very empathetic. I absorb other people's energies, and I take other people's pain and suffering very personally. So when all of this started happening, as you may know, I was at the protest here in Vegas a couple Saturdays ago. And from there on out, it just got really dark for me. I could see what was happening. I could feel, I don't really know how to explain it, but I could feel the vibes, and the vibes were not good. I got pretty depressed. I know I had planned, and I had told you guys that I was going to be there for the Strip reopening, and I was really excited to do that. When that day came, I couldn't even imagine going to the Strip for any reason. And just so you know, like those videos of me showing you guys what's going on in Vegas, they actually do really well, and they help me get subscribers. So, and that's something that I was actually really interested in, was seeing the Strip reopen. So the fact that I couldn't even bring myself to do that should tell you guys sort of where I was at emotionally. The other thing I wanted to say is that I never intended for this to be a political channel. People that know me really well know that I am, you could say, into conspiracies, although we don't like using that word anymore because it's been co-opted and the meaning has changed. But you could say I'm really into seeking the truth of what's really going on in the world and our country. So I don't want to make this channel about that, and I'm not gonna go into a big thing, but I just wanted to say that I was horrified by what was going on both sides. And politically, I'm an independent. I used to be very, very liberal. I've gone through an awakening of what is going on in this country that has led me to abandon even the notion of being part of a political party, but that's for another story. And I'm horrified by the people saying that racism doesn't exist, that there is no oppression of Black people. I think that is really sad to hear people say that. I feel that they're gaslighting an entire group of people and telling them how to feel, and telling them that their experience isn't valid, which is horrifying to me. And then on the other end of the spectrum, we have people defending rioting. We have people defending looting. We have people defending violence. We have people defending Antifa. We have the mainstream media downplaying Antifa. And all of it was just really too much for me. I could see both sides clearly, and I felt that the truth was not being talked about. And, I'm coming from the perspective of understanding that things are being manipulated by the puppet masters that control everything, or whatever you want to call them, but the elite that really truly run the world and run this country. And I could see how they were manipulating everything on both sides. And it just deeply disturbed me, because it's been that way for a long time, but now it's getting to a point where it's creating violence in our country. It's creating violence. Just somebody was shot in the head around the corner from my home. I just found the whole thing horrifying, and I couldn't pretend that it wasn't happening, and I couldn't just like be happy. I kind of just needed to feel what I was feeling and mourn what was happening and be frustrated and be angry and be sad. And that's what I've been doing. So I hope you guys forgive me for my absence. I hope nobody is offended by anything that I said today. This is, my experience and my understanding. I just wish people would understand that if someone doesn't agree with you politically, they are not a bad person. What makes somebody a bad person is their lack of empathy for others. Psychopaths, sociopaths come to mind. Those are the people you want to stay away from. Those are your enemies. But the rest of us, which is most of us, they're your brothers and sisters, all of us. We have been failing at just being civil to each other, which is unacceptable, and it's a result of manipulation from the elites that are running things. Your friends and neighbors and family members that don't agree with you politically are not your enemies. I just hope that people can see beyond the manipulation, the tactics that are trying to divide us. They're purposefully trying to divide us, and I want people to be aware of that and to rise above it and understand that the only people you should be against are people that don't have empathy. And unfortunately, a lot of these elites running the world don't seem to have any empathy. They seem to be quite psychopathic. And yes, if you are a white supremacist, then you're probably a psychopath because you don't have empathy for others. But I would argue that the same goes for the instigators in Antifa that think it's okay to be violent and hit people. It's all wrong. None of it is justifiable. And this notion that you have to pick a side of the political spectrum it's not true, and it's been put upon you. Anyway, I'm sorry to get political. I wasn't really intending to. I just feel really passionately about that. But I just wanted to let you guys know why I hadn't been uploading, and that my next Las Vegas Diaries interview with Danny Elizabeth, who is the host of Crazy Girls. She's also a dancer in Crazy Girls. She's also a magician's assistant to her partner, Murray Sawchek, the magician. That interview will be up on Tuesday, and I'm really excited that my following interview is with the hilarious Las Vegas headlining comedian Kathleen Dunbar. I also have a Calico Basin hiking video coming and a few others. Also, if you guys would like me, I know I missed the Strip reopening, but if you would like me to go cover the Strip or downtown being open now, comment below if that's something that you'd still like me to do. I'm certainly open to doing that. And any other questions that you may have or any other videos you'd like me to cover. I hope you all are doing okay out there. I hope you are staying safe. I think it's important to take this seriously, but it's also important to not fall into a depression like I did. So do what you have to do to take care of yourself. And remember to support your brothers and sisters, and that we're in this together. They want us divided. Don't let them win. All right, guys, cheers. I'll see you in the next video.